Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday.
Hello, Rap Warriors.
This is my beautiful sister, Sammy.
Yeah.
She's the one who invited me into this amazing business. And I know we have a lot of new people on our team page, so I just wanted to take a minute to share with you guys. One, just how amazingly blessed we are to be here. We're just like in awe, right?
We landed here yesterday, and we're just so excited. I mean, we get to be a part of Dash this year on the It Works cruise.
So It Works this is their second cruise that they do, that they've awarded to anybody who hit the metrics. Like, there were different goals, helping people go Ruby, and signing distributors, helping them be successful, getting customers. And so I love that. Last year I was not able to go, neither were you. No. Both of us, I was pregnant, she had a new baby. Yeah. And so this year we knew that we were going to push for it. And not only were we able to get a spot on the ship, but we also earned a spot at Dash, which is crazy. I still can't believe it. Dash is for the top 75 income earners. And I just wanted to take a second to share with you guys a little bit of my sister's story, because if it weren't for her and she didn't give up and she didn't, because I wasn't easy. Like, when she asked me to do this business, I kind of laughed, right? I was like, no.
I remember when I joined, I knew that you'd be amazing. And I remember telling my husband, like, if Candy gets in it, she's going to be amazing because of her personality.
Aww.
But I remember the first time I talked to you about it, you were kind of like, good luck with that.
Like, I was worried for her. Those people who think you're getting in a scam? Like, that was me. Oh, Rachel, we just got dolled up. That was me. Like, I really thought that, oh my gosh, because my sister, you were like the sweetest person ever. Super, super big heart. Just to share with you guys, I mean, she lives up in Redding, California. She went up there for Bible schools. I'm like, oh my gosh, my poor sister, she's getting scammed. And, so it did take me time. I was really genuinely not 110% on board. I tried my first round, had amazing results. And
all your friends were ordering from me. So it was funny because I'm like, Candy, you need to do this with me. You need to do this with me. And in the meantime, your friends are becoming my customers.
Yes.
And then your friends are starting to tell me they want to sign up to sell with me.
And how did you get them as customers? Were you what were you posting on Facebook? What kind of things were you posting?
I was just consistently posting before and after pictures because that's what caught my attention. So when I saw Rachel post before and after pictures, that's what caught my attention. I wanted the wrap. So that's what I've done faithfully, is post before and after pictures every day, because somebody is going to see a belly that they have that they don't want anymore. And it was when I saw Rachel post a girl that had my stomach and didn't anymore that I was like, oh my gosh, I need this.
Yeah. And really, I was seeing these things. I'm like, there's just no way. They look too good to be true. But then I tried my first wrap and I had amazing results. And even then I didn't really, I still didn't see myself doing this business. And so, finally it took about 4.5, 5 months when I went to go visit and I signed up. What did life look like for you when you first,
before we joined, I mean, we were on food stamps, we were on WIC, we lived in low income housing. So we were just struggling. I was a stay-at-home mom. My twins were 8 and my baby was 7 months old. And my husband was working all the time. He took care of mentally ill adults, so it was hard work. But we were barely making it, even though it felt like he was always gone at work. We were just barely surviving. And so I remember, when Rachel told me, I wanted to just use the wraps. But when she asked me to do the business with her, I honestly said no, because I'm a very introverted person. I'm really shy. I'd never done sales before. It terrified me. But we were desperate. I wanted to stay home. I remember even Googling legit work from home jobs because I wanted to be able to help my family, but I didn't want to leave the baby. And so when she told me that she had just started and was already making extra money, my husband and I just prayed about it, and we felt like we were supposed to just jump in. We hadn't even used them yet, but we felt like we needed to jump in. So
okay, that's a good point, because I talk to a lot of people who are like, I have to try a wrap first. I don't think I could sign up unless I try a wrap. What is your advice? What would you say for somebody who says, because you really didn't try a wrap and then you signed up and now you're Ambassador Diamond. That's crazy. So when people have somebody that has never tried a wrap, what do you tell them?
What Rachel told me was okay, you can sign up to be a loyal customer and get wraps, and then you're gonna want to sell it because they work. Hello, we wouldn't be called It Works if it didn't. So you're gonna want to. So it's gonna be. And I was poor, so this is what made sense to me. I was like, okay, I can join and get wraps for the loyal customer price. It's amazing at $59. But then I know I'm going to change my mind and want to be a distributor, and then I'm going to have to pay another $99, and I don't have an extra $150 lying around. Or I could just jump in from the beginning for $99 and just get my wraps then.
Yeah.
And so for me, it just made sense financially to just jump in. You know, one thing that helped me was to realize there's no penalty if you decide it's not for you. For me, quitting was never an option, but I also wanted to know that I wasn't going to get like charged a ton of money, which is what you hear with these, right? Like, I don't know. I came into this not knowing anything about these types of businesses, but like based on TV shows that make fun of them, it's like you end up losing thousands. And so I just wanted to make sure, okay, if I decide it's not for me, I'm not going to like lose thousands of dollars that I don't have. And so the fact that there's no penalty. If you decide it's not for you, it's okay. That gave me the freedom to say, okay, I can join for the $99. I can get some wraps and use them. And if I change my mind, it's okay. But at the same time, quitting wasn't an option because we needed this to work. We needed it. We were desperate.
Yeah. And when I first signed up, like, I also knew that was also peace of mind. Like, okay, and I got the mini booster kit, which a lot of you guys might not know about, but this is something that you need to be offering to every person that you sign up. Because when I started, you didn't tell me about it. I remember signing up on the computer and I was like, Sammy, what's this option? And because of like where she was at financially, like you were really struggling, like she felt bad offering it. So she was like, oh, don't worry, like you don't have to get that one. And I'm like, but what is it? And so she started explaining that the mini booster has like 3 boxes of body wraps and a box of facial wraps and greens and defining gel and fat fighters. I'm like, oh, well, then that's what we're going to do. And we didn't have the money either, but we put it on a credit card because I knew like I could sell 3 boxes of body wraps and that would cover my investment. And so do you feel like after that, did that change things? Like, did you start offering it to people?
Yes, because when I started, I was the mindset of I'm broke, so I almost felt bad asking people to buy or spend extra on things like that. And so, but once I started to realize like, actually, this is an amazing deal. What am I thinking? And people want it.
Even the ones that can't afford it?
Right. Because it's an amazing deal and it does pay for itself. I started to realize, like, no, I have to offer that to everybody because I don't want them. It's only available at enrollment, and I don't want anybody to miss out just because I'm putting my struggles onto them.
Yes.
You know?
And I also feel like for me, it helped me put that, give me that extra advantage. Like I was ready. So Sammy lives in California, I'm in Texas. And so, like I didn't have her to launch me and I didn't have like, I mean, back then nobody really knew who It Works was. So that was a struggle in and of itself. Like I talked to people about it and they're like, what? Like, that's weird. I've never heard about it. And so, it was cool that I had some extra product that I could sample with. Like my very first wrap party was with Carolina Rivera. She's a double diamond on this team, a leader. And, she's going to be here at the It Works cruise as well. But, she was my very first wrap party and I had greens to sample. I had stuff to try and by then I already had tried some of the stuff too. So it really helped me. Although I know that I would have been just as successful doing that party if I just had wraps. So it's not going to hinder somebody, but I would obviously always offer it just to give them access to the tools that will help them be a product of the product. If it's within financial means and they know they can sell, 12 wraps, 3 boxes of body wraps, like they make that money back.
And I feel too like it's so important to use the products and fall in love with them because I never felt like a salesy person. I'd never done sales, but we all share things we love. We do. Like when the new Starbucks drinks come out, we're like, oh my God, peppermint mocha, pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
We share this stuff we love. So when you fall in love with the products, you are going to share it with everybody. You're not going to feel like you're pushing it. You're not going to feel like you're salesy. You're feeling like you're just sharing something that's changing your life and that you love. So if you can jump in and get that booster, you can get some extra products, fall in love with them, see results, and it's going to be so much easier to share it.
And it's so true. Like when we're out and about and we're talking to people, I can find something for everyone in every conversation. Yesterday I was okay, so this is going to be kind of weird, you guys, but it's just different perspective. So my husband and I didn't sit next to each other on the plane. But the reason why is because we have like more than an hour, 2 hours, how long was the flight, to talk to new people. And so like when I get in the plane, I'm like scouting out, like who do I want on my team? Like who do I want to do business with? So I sat next to this lady. She was so cool. She was from Texas, but she's lived in Italy over 10 years. And I just loved her. And I'm like, okay, one, we're in Italy. Like that's super cool. And She was familiar with network marketing, never heard of It Works. And the way we started talking was she was telling me she had a 4-year-old boy, and she was like, I've been diluting his juice and I think he's catching on. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. I was like, you know what? I actually have something. And I gave her a sample of the greens, and then I gave him a green stew. I'm like, you want to try something, buddy? And he loved it. And so like that was like, I mean, we were already talking, and she, you know, before she's like, so what is it that you do? Like, this is good. And we're chit-chatting, and I friend requested her on Facebook once we landed, and I got her number. She's like, you know what? I have a friend that does another network marketing company from New Zealand, but she lives in Italy and they're not in Italy. So maybe this is something for her. And, you know, I just think I love that we have a product that is international, like, and even international. We're at only 150,000 distributors worldwide. That's insane, you guys. Like, we couldn't even fill a Cowboys stadium. So it's just amazing. Like, the opportunity is endless. Opportunity is every single where you look. It cracks me up. Like, when people tell me, oh, there's too many people doing it, I'm like, that is a joke. Like, I meet people every single day that have never heard of It Works. I meet people, and you know what? How many people do you know that are truly treating this like a business? Like, yeah, there might be people, you know, that signed up, but that probably never worked their business or quit on themselves.
It's so true. I live in a really small town. Redding, California is not big. You probably don't know where it is or have ever heard of it. But I will say, you know, I have a team there now. But yet, everywhere I go, I still blitz people, and you would be surprised the amount of people who've never heard of it. And I've had people say, well, I've been interested in joining, but there's just so many It Works girls. And I'm like, I just went to Logan's for dinner, and the waitress had never heard of it. And then I went to Trader Joe's to buy groceries, and the person checking me out had never heard of it. So tell me again how we're saturated. We live in a really small town.
Yes, and I mean, just everywhere. I love getting out and about. You know, before we left to the cruise, I went to go do all my girl stuff, waxing and eyelashes and eyebrows and all these different things. And like, every single person that serviced me got a Blitz card, and I have 2 PDT appointments coming up next week. And actually, I've been chatting back and forth. Like, I love when I meet somebody, I get their phone number, and then even like, so we have a 90s party on Sunday night for the Dash people, and so we went to Forever 21, my husband and I, to go look for stuff yesterday. When we were checking out, I give the girl my coupon, and she's like, oh my gosh, my mom has been looking for someone who's doing this. I'm like, what's your number? And so she gave me her number, and I was like, okay, cool, what's your mom's name? And so I've been texting her. I know I'm going to be out of town these next few days, so I've just been texting her, oh my gosh, girl, I found this video, like, I think that this would be super cool for your mom to look at. Or my PDT, hey, I thought of you, I had you on my heart. She's like, oh my God, that's crazy that you just texted me. I was actually just thinking about you and like everything we talked about. And it's just, God is so big. He is moving so big in this business that he's so good that he's going to put people in your path that are designed to be a part of this business with you, that you are designed to help see freedom. But if you do not tell them about what you do, and if you're not excited, and if you're not consistent about and persistent about following up and believing in other people, you are gonna miss the boat. Like, you're gonna miss, you know, the calling that he's put this business as a gifting.
It's so true. You know, one thing, because I'm very shy and introverted, so blitzing was always terrifying to me. But I remember hearing Rachel talk one time about how, you know, we're always praying, like, God, bring me my next runner. Like, if you have a Ruby chart, maybe you need somebody to be the executive. Or if you have a diamond chart, maybe you need your Ruby and your emerald. And you're saying, God, bring me my Ruby and my emerald. But those people could be all around you. It could be the barista at Starbucks. That was supposed to be your emeralds. It could be the girl at Walmart that's checking you out. That was supposed to be your diamond. It could be the person standing next to you getting groceries, that's picking cheese next to you, that's supposed to be on your team. But you have to open your mouth. You have to open your mouth.
And so if it's hard for you, like, make yourself available or accessible. Like, for me, it's important that I always have something It Works on, whether it's a badge, a button. Like, you can buy a $2 button if you don't have the money to get a t-shirt. But a t-shirt, like, seriously, guys, I know every single person on this page can find $20 and get a t-shirt. Like, you know, if it means going and selling a wrap, or, you know, just like, you know, sacrifice. Don't go to Starbucks for the next couple of weeks. Get an It Works shirt, because that shirt is going to make you a lot of money. I would recommend, and I know a lot of people do this, I wore the same It Works shirt over and over and over. It was like cracking and fading and stuff. But like, people, I didn't care. Like, that was my uniform. Like, people knew, and they asked, and when I would bring it up, they kind of would look at my shirt and like, oh, like, things started clicking. So it's just...
Yeah, one thing that I've done is I'll put a Blitz card in a lanyard, and I would hang it from my purse, so that if I wasn't wearing an It Works shirt for whatever reason, I always do, but before, when I didn't have a lot, it would be hanging from my purse so that it was everywhere with me and people could see it, and they would see the belly and they'd say, what the heck is that? How can I get that? So even if all you have is Blitz cards, you can hang that from your purse.
I had it hanging from my stroller. So every time we get down at the mall or somewhere, like we love looking for opportunities. So sometimes we go to the mall, even if we don't plan to buy anything. If we're going to window shop, maybe you're in a position you like, why go? I don't have money to spend. Go to look for your next business partners. So I would put like, we went to Houston a couple months ago and I had it hanging from my stroller. And like, there were lots of people that when I would go into like stores and stuff and I had opportunity to talk to people and they saw it hanging, like, oh my gosh, what is that? Or does it really work? And so I'm constantly, I have my eyes wide open. I ask God to put the right people in my path to help, to bless. Like, this life is not full if you're just living for yourself. You've got to get out there and put yourself aside and really start like looking for people that you can bless, because this opportunity is going to give you an opportunity to change other people's life. And in that, while doing that, like, you change your own life. And so it's just so exciting. I still can't believe we're here. It's just like, I can't believe it.
I feel like we're dreaming. You know, I joined a little over 3.5 years ago now, and just being so broke and struggling where we were barely surviving. But you know, that's not what life is supposed to be. We're not supposed to be surviving. We're supposed to be thriving. And I could just say, like, now 3.5 years later, I don't even recognize my life anymore. We're here in Florida. We're about to go on a cruise. I'm just so excited.
It's so crazy. So we love you guys. We hope you're having an incredible day. Put your, your blinders on, get focused, open your eyes, and start praying in the right people into your business. And it's going to change. It's going to change. You got to start speaking life. You have to be expectant. Like, start telling yourself, today I'm going to meet an incredible mama. Today I'm going to meet, like, whatever it is. Who do you want to do life with? We get to pick our business partners. Like, I want fun people. I want like people who are positive, like who are expectant. That's what I want in my business. I want that. And so I'm going to pray for that. I'm going to run for it. And I'm going to believe that I am going to like have like business partners that just love changing lives for a living. And then the fact that we get paid for it, like, that's our calling just in life in general. So the fact that we get paid for it's just bananas. Like, it's just, wow. I'm just in awe.
That's amazing. Yeah. I always thought about it. For me, it was, there is someone out there who is crying, just praying for a way, that they are just struggling, they're hurting, maybe their marriages is falling apart because of financial struggles, and there's people out there praying for this opportunity. And so for me, I'm a YOLO. For me, that's what does it. Like, if I don't talk to those people that are sitting over there, because I'm shy and I could find every excuse in the world to not have to go up to people, but if I don't, what am I depriving them of? That this could be the very thing they're praying for, and I'm keeping it from them. And in my case, this is a thing that I was praying for, and I didn't realize it. And so I'm so glad Rachel talked to me, and she was persistent with me and didn't give up on me. So get out there, because you have the very thing that could change someone's life forever, that they've been crying for this, praying for it, and you have it. So don't be shy. You have to share it with everyone.
Yes. Oh, babe.
Yes.
Mari says, Juan says hi. Say hi, Abel. All right, guys, we love you so much. We are here. Comment on this thread if this touched you, if you have any questions. We would love to hear from you. So we will be in touch. You're going to be getting an overload of pictures and videos and excitement from the cruise. But I hope it fuels you, and I hope that you are ready to make this like No Debt November. Bye.
Bye.